Love that song. No music to it, but I still like that song. Good tune to it. All right, how are we doing, guys? Let's see if a few more people pop in. See what we can watch a little old James Klug video from 2 weeks ago. He's already got 347,000 views on. Wow, many views. Anyway, let's check it out. Anti-ICE protesters can't handle basic questions. No surprise.
Taken to one as a resistor.
You don't have permission to post any
It's
of
public
this.
property, ma'am. You want to take a selfie
No, I want to take a picture of your ID.
of my ID? That has
What kind of person is this? Are you ICE all of a sudden?
my home address on it. Why would I give you my ID?
Maybe they'll push him out into alligator Auschwitz.
What is going on, everyone? James Klug here. Today we're in Laguna Beach, California at an
What is wrong?
anti-ICE protest. Let's go talk to some people.
Yeah, they'll about a protest. It's a flag wave with opposite reason to do a flag wave.
Laguna Beach, California. What brings us out here today?
You know, all the mess of Trump, the regime. I'm sorry.
Is this primarily an immigration protest, an ICE protest, or what's going on?
Everything.
Oops, sorry.
Without due process, it's kidnapping. No gulags in the USA. Wait a second, what is this? There's an alligator right there with a MAGA hat.
Got the big beautiful bride. Got everything in there.
Alligator Alcatraz.
That's right.
And first thing,
So funny. You don't see a whole lot of lefty, popular people or whatever go to these protests and say, "Good job, guys. Thanks for being out here. Can I join you?" That kind of stuff. You know, these citizens or whatever the kind of guys they are out there. I don't see them anyway.
reminds me of is a gulag or a concentration camp.
Traitors support.
Have you been in there? Do you know? No, you don't know because you probably haven't even looked at the pictures of how clean they are. Hello.
Russia, Russia, Russia.
Yep. So let me get this straight.
What in the world is wrong with these peoples? Oh, I forgot to put some music on the background for you. I apologize.
Keep using my own Excel model.
There it is.
Trump-Russia collusion.
And,
Look at these
He's
monitors
been years
closer.
talking about that. What happened with that?
well, it's happening right now, and
Once again.
every step that the government is taking is in Putin's puppet strings. And if you wanted to be Putin,
Still doing the Putin thing. How long has it been here? I think they were even pushing this in 2015, so 10 years?
get rid of America, every step that's being taken right now is
Crazy.
in that lineup. You know, the autocratic takeover and 10,000 troops. So
Trump-Russia.
That's why Trump said, "I don't know what the F they're doing," referring to no, that's Russia. That's Israel. No, he essentially said the same thing about Russia and Ukraine.
Collusion. We're back with it now. Is that right?
right.
Putin.
No. Well,
And then if he goes to
I think she did the artwork herself.
Sacramento with 10,000 of his troops to arrest Newsom, Newsom doesn't even have the National Guard to stand up and protect him because they've all been federalized. And so then he wants to take over D.C., right? There's no words.
Do you mind if I ask you, do you think that's going to happen? Do you think Newsom's going to be
Why
arrested?
would he make a 10,000 army armed people? And then he's got these concentration camps everywhere.
What kind of news do these people listen to?
And I expect to be taken to one as a resistor.
I'm a professor of German history. And
I expect to be taken to one as a resistor. You want to be a martyr type person? What the hell you're out here for? I don't have to. Gotta get your 15 minutes of fame, buddy.
literature and philosophy. I know what the 1930s looked like.
You think that this is comparable when it comes to deportations of people that are in the country illegally? You think that's comparable maybe to exterminating Jews and other minority groups in concentration
we're not
camps?
there. We're not there yet. No,
Or you're saying we're going there because we're deporting people?
I just say go back, look up the 1930s. Hitler comes to power in January of 1933, and look at what was accomplished. It took Hitler a year and a half to accomplish a number of the kinds of things.
No, let's go back 2 or 3 years, buddy. Let's go back 2 or 3 years. When people that continually wore coverings over their face and wanted everybody to get a little thing in their arm and said anybody who didn't do that belongs in a camp separated from society because they decided to have individual liberty. You understand the concept? Freaking idiots.
Things that are happening now already. I'm not saying this is right now a concentration camp, but it's moving in that direction.
So you're thinking maybe you will get picked up by immigration and customs enforcement, and you are going to you called it a concentration camp. Do you think they're just exterminating these people that are going there? What are your thoughts?
Well, I believe that is the next step when they get so many. They're talking how many millions? Tens of millions, right? What are they going to do with them? And maybe they'll...
Do you know it's a temporary place in order to get them processed, get them through their court case? If they're found out that they can't be here, there's an airport right there, buddy. That's where their airport's going to go. Not America.
push them out into alligator Auschwitz. You know, they don't have to take care of burying the bodies.
Thank you so much for your time, sir. I appreciate
James is like, this guy is too cuckoo for Copa.
you, and we'll make sure that the audience sees that because they need to be warned. Okay, thank you.
Or not. What he meant by that was like, or there are people like you out here that believe such ridiculous things.
All right, picture this. What if you could delay your next two
Advertisements. Check it out.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, how we doing, guys, out there? I was going to try to make a song here, but I'm just going to play this song here. The background here. I like the tune.
In the heart of Portland's night, where the lights flicker and dim, Mr. Bill walks into the fray with his camera as a shield. The streets are alive with tension, the air so thick with smoke. He captures the moment, the chaos, the fear, and the hope. Through the chaos, he films the night with a heart full of light. In the darkness, he finds light amidst the burning fight. Sirens echo, cameras shake, but he stands tall and strong. In the heart of the riot, his lens is his song. Crowds surge like waves, voices rise like thunder. He moves with the flow, capturing the truth under it. Flashlights cut through the gloom like stars in the sky. Every frame tells a story, every shot a cry. Through the chaos, he films a night, yet a heart full of light. In the darkness, he finds light amidst a burning fight. Sirens echo, cameras shake, but he stands tall and strong. In the heart of the riot, his lens is his song.
I love that. Get over there. Anyway, I just want to play that for you. For the heck of it. Back to this.
Ask any questions to any of us. Why you voted for him? Yeah, I voted for him primarily for mass deportations.
Sweet.
Yeah.
How un-American of you.
How un-American to make sure that the country has American citizens in it. Do you not understand why we fought the Revolutionary War? The reasons we fought the Revolutionary War and Civil War? So that all Americans would have value. My goodness. This guy.
I'm sorry?
How un-American of you.
Why is that un-American? Look it up.
Look it up. You can't answer a question. Make a ridiculous statement, and then you realize how ridiculous it was. You run away.
Yeah.
I have mine.
Why he's delivered on most of his campaign promises so far. So I'm pretty happy about that. So a lot of the stuff that you're talking about that you don't like, this is the funny part, right? Is a lot of that stuff I actually don't have a problem with, like enforcing immigration law.
Right.
Now,
He's not enforcing immigration law. He's taking away people's rights. I'm fine getting the criminals
what rights
out
is
of
he
here.
taking away?
Due process.
Due process.
Due process. They're for the individuals who are being taken kidnapped.
You're talking about in the country illegally, right?
Yeah, illegally, that's a civil violation. It's not a criminal violation. You do not have a right. It's not a criminal violation. And everybody has a right to a judge, a jury, and to know who's taking
Every American citizen.
them, on what grounds. None of that is happening.
Part of what you're saying is true. The other part is not.
What's not?
Well, a civil violation would maybe be a visa overstay. Criminal violation is actually crossing the border illegally. Illegal entry by aliens. It's actually a misdemeanor. It's 8 U.S. Code 1325. So it is illegal. Yes, it's not
But is
civil.
that the criminals that he was talking about getting rid of now?
He said
Mass deportation.
first. So what they promised was the largest deportation effort in American history. That's what they're trying to go for, obviously.
Okay, so then let's switch subjects to
No, it's okay.
just having no, but I don't
You're going to
agree with
concede.
Yeah, oh, I think I already watched this one here. She kind of goes crazy for a while. Skip toward the end of this one here. Maybe I didn't see all of this one here.
Me, I'll send you. What was that? You want to take a selfie?
No, I want to take a picture of your ID.
Of my ID? That has my home address on it. Why would I give you my ID? Well, hey, you're obviously a good time to talk to, and you know, this is pretty like good faith, so I think we can actually get somewhere with this. My
What
question is,
concept?
you know, why is it cheap overseas, right?
Slave labor.
There you go. And what is happening to factories across the world right now? AI revolution and automation, right? The argument of slave labor when it comes to factories, right, is largely going extinct. So a lot of these people that we're bringing in for this cheap labor, we're not going to need in the next 10 years. So what are they all going to do? You have automation for that.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
And then if he goes to Sacramento,
That lady looked like she was 6 years old and basically making that kind of picture way beneath her.
with 10,000 of his troops to arrest Newsom. Newsom doesn't even have the National Guard.
Wait, how did that go backwards?
Higher than that now.
I'd really like to see your data, where you're getting your data from.
Would you like me to show you?
Yeah, you know, I mean, I'd like to actually see where that data is coming from, because my data disputes it.
Oh, that's fine. Where's your data from? That data is from the Federation for American Immigration Reform. What are you talking about? Maybe ITEPs? Because I can talk about the different studies if you'd like.
I find people who actually shift the conversation in the direction that they want.
I want your data. He offers you the data, and now you do what? Lift the goalposts.
It's really kind of like what I don't. I'm teaching at the university as well. I actually tell my students you really have to come up with data that supports both positions, right? And then assess the data.
The reason I brought that up is because I was addressing what you were talking about when it comes to.
Students don't say show.
Yeah. Would you like me to show you?
Not right now. Cover down the side.
I thought so.
Even though you just got through saying, I'd like to see your data.
I hear what you're saying, man. The only problem is I do not personally, I'm not sold on the argument that exploiting cheap illegal labor is the right thing to do. You have a ton of Americans that are struggling to get more wages. We have overcrowded classrooms. We have housing crisis. We have all sorts of issues going on.
I won't point out the fact that he is wearing a white pointed type hat. And Democrat talking about affordable labor. I won't point out the fact that he's got a white pointed hat on. No.
I don't think dumping 10 million people on top of that over the last 4 years is a good idea. What do you think?
I agree.
And
But
why
that's hypocritical
exploit
the way you
cheap
say
illegal
that.
labor?
It has a hood on it too.
You're saying we need their slave labor, basically?
Okay, where do we buy all our cheap stuff from slave labor? Is that okay?
No, I want to bring the factories back to the United States. Do you want to bring the factories back to the United
No
States?
one can afford it. If you did that, if you did what you just said,
Yeah.
things would triple in price.
Really, because I'm wearing an American-made shirt right now, and it was like $20.
That's expensive.
Thank you guys so much for your time. Really appreciate it.
People are crazy.
Okay.
Have a good one. Hey, what's your name? John. That's my dad's name.
What's your name, Mr. Anti-Free Speech here? With the signature sunglasses of some sort here. Do you not believe in people's right to freedom of the press? Evidently not.
All right, John. I'm James. All right, who do we got here? Ow. I don't think you meant to hit me with your sign, but who do we got here? What's your name? I can't hear him. I don't think he's not talking though. You guys want to take a picture of me? Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and take a photo of me. I'll send you. What was that? You want to take a selfie?
No, I want to take a picture of your ID.
Of my ID. That has my home address on it.
She was the professor. Are you kidding me? The professor just wanted to dox someone?
Why would I give you my ID? Well, hey, you're obviously a good time to talk to, and you know, this is pretty like good faith, so I think we can actually get somewhere with this.
She's still basically saying that she wants to dox a person by getting facial recognition. He'll tell you his YouTube or whatever. It's not hard to figure out. You can Google, can't you, Professor?
My question is, you know, why is it cheap overseas, right?
Slave labor.
There you go. And what is happening to factories across the world right now? AI revolution and automation, right? The argument of slave labor when it comes to factories, right, is largely going extinct. So a lot of these people that we're bringing in for this cheap labor, we're not going to need in the next 10 years. So what are they all going to do? Get automation for that.
No, you can't get automation.
Yeah, I promise.
On a tree. You can't get automation to pick up peace on a fruit tree. It's
got to be hand done.
Yeah, and you're saying that they have. Your argument is that they have to be legal immigrants. Is that correct?
But you're not going to get someone like you or I. They're too lazy. Well, I'm just saying.
What about legal immigrants? What about
There
legal?
you go. Legal. Yeah, I agree with legal.
You're making the argument right now for illegal, cheap, illegal labor. I'm saying that's a bad idea. I'm saying that's wrong to have people in the country illegally to exploit their labor.
But they feel good by saying it. It makes them feel good that they're doing something for someone that's disadvantaged. You know, that's. Oh my word.
20, 30 years, they got families. You can call them illegal, but they're part of it. They speak English. Their kids speak perfect English. They've been here forever. And, you know?
Oh, those people for me, I mean,
What
I
is
think
wrong
most
with these
Americans look
people?
at that and they're like, I mean, dude, you already beat the
Craziness.
system 20 years ago. Like, you're good. You know what I mean? I think most Americans probably sympathize with that for
And a
sure.
lot of these people that were here through Reagan, that got amnesty, they still don't even speak English, but they're good workers. They do a lot of the stuff.
So you're saying they're not
Clean hotels.
they're not assimilating?
Yeah, and I wish they would, but maybe they're afraid to simulate. Maybe they want to stay in the back.
What should the punishment be for entering?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be arrested either. They're in a blue state or sanctuary state or whatever. I'm guessing that they're a little bit less to behave like that.
the country illegally?
Well, right now it's zero. What's coming into our country right now? The people that are here, we should look at them, see what they've done, see if they've
And
done.
only because Donald Trump is president, the new position from Democrats has largely been open borders. So
And
again, I
that's-
ask you,
And that's one reason
what should the
that
punishment
Trump
be?
won is because he did campaign on that strictly. I
Yeah.
wish he would be honest with us about everything. Did you hear what he said the other day? He said,
let's not shift topics just
no,
yet.
I'm not. Did you hear what he said? He says, oh, I think we should not bless the workers that are farm workers because I've been getting a lot of complaints
Get a lot of heat.
And then,
I disagree with that.
yeah, well, if you do that, no one's going to it's going to rot on the
Again, they
trees.
don't need to be illegal. You're not telling me why they
Yeah,
need
but
to be
who's
illegal
gonna do
immigrants.
Who's going to take jobs in an agricultural area to pick fruit, as he says? Three obvious go-tos off the top of my head. Legal immigrants that are less skilled than others. Teenagers who don't really have a lot of work experience. They want to make money so that they can buy their PlayStations. And if there's a local county prison nearby, they'd love to kind of get out and sort of have a job to do and earn 75 cents a day or whatever at that point there. And give them something, a little bit of work experience themselves, so that they feel good about themselves. Should I come up with more? You need more than that? Or just have to be regular Americans that want to pick fruit?
Immigrants can take their place to come in illegally.
We don't have any kind of.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't. They don't want anybody to come in this country right now. I have my wife's Filipino, and a lot of people will try to come in the country. It takes forever to get in this country.
You're right. Why should it be easy?
It should be easy, but it should take forever, right?
Maybe,
If it takes forever, you're not going to have anybody here to work because you're deporting everybody.
well, we have enough crises going on in the United States right now to where those probably need to be settled before we start importing millions and millions and millions of people from across the world, especially the third
So
world.
work visas, like Trump did with all those hotels. He had work visas for these people. What about that?
Did he just answer his own question?
Quick question for you. We have to get to the bottom of this. What should the punishment be for entering the country illegally?
It depends on how you came in illegally.
At the southern border, let's just simplify it.
There's a lot more than that, though. I mean, you stop at one place. A lot of them came in and they never left. You know that.
I'm sorry, came in where?
To the country and then they never left. They came legally, but they never left. And their visa expired.
So visa overstay.
And legally, and they never left. Make it make sense here.
It's actually it's a big number. Yeah, they do get enforced. In fact, there was a visa overstay in Colorado that just set a bunch of Jewish people on fire the other day. But anyways, we'll ignore that because that's probably inconvenient for this argument that you're making here. Just to clarify, the overwhelming majority of visa overstays return home. Unlike people that arrive down at the southern border, they don't.
But you don't really know the total figures of people that go back.
Yes, you have rough estimates, and I can I'll put one in the link of this video, but the Department of Homeland Security has done measurements on this. Within like 5 months, 50% of the visa overstays return home, and it keeps increasing from there. It's a lot of students, it's a lot of other people that are included in visa overstays, and so if you want to simplify the argument, we can talk about just the southern border if you'd like.
But I mean, there could be.
We got to answer that question though. That's a really important question. What should the punishment be for entering the country illegally?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
I don't
it is a
know.
good question, right?
Yeah, I don't know. But I think punishing people that have been here and pay taxes. The figure of what people pay in taxes that are here illegally is like.
I know all the studies. Go for it.
Just like I think it's 200.
You're going to try to educate James on his go-to content.
$1 billion, maybe a little less, which is a huge.
And you think that they're contributing that many taxes from, before I answer that point, you think they're contributing that many taxes from all their under-the-counter jobs that they have?
How many white people are going working under the table? So you're just saying illegal.
No,
What
it's
about
a massive-
everything? You did everybody.
It's illegal to
Illegal
employ.
or legal?
You're talking about illegal. Focus.
Illegal immigrants. So they get, a lot of times they get paid under the table. They send a lot of money back home. Your argument is that they're contributing that much from their under-the-counter jobs. Is that correct?
No, I'm saying they're contributing that much to what they're being taxed on, because a lot of these people get taxed.
Do you want to hear the actual numbers of how much they cost American citizens? According to the Federation for American Immigration Reform, $150 billion per year in 2022. The number has probably gotten close to doubling, and that's counting for how much they pay in taxes,
Yeah, but
which is
where do you
about
get
$30
these
billion.
stats? You got this from one stat. There's a lot of different stats out there. You know, like, 'cause
I tell you, ITEP study, 90 billion, except they wildly underestimate how many illegals are in the country. They also overestimate how much they make.
it's like, what do you believe?
Well, you look through the studies and you figure out what the good information is. That's my job.
I read differently.
Wait, let's talk about it. Because they get free housing, they get free housing, healthcare, schooling.
No, you don't. You have to pay for it in taxes. Why does it?
They have to pay for it in taxes. When they went to New York, they were put up in the Roosevelt Hotel. How did they pay for that in taxes?
They literally get free healthcare in the United States, especially in California. They cost a minimum of $10 billion in California.
Quit giving me facts. I can't stand it. Too many facts. I gotta run away. Run away from the facts.
Per year. You guys, the reason why I'm asking what the punishment should be is to basically have a foundation for, oh, well, there's no punishment, because their argument is essentially open borders. And we all know that. You just kind of want them to realize that they're saying it. So what should the punishment be? Oh, I don't know. Okay, so you can create a massive mass import 10 plus million illegal immigrants. And then when it comes
Exactly. Sort of making the fact that what's the punishment?
time to clean up your mess, we're not allowed to do that. That's the picture that I was trying to paint with that guy right there. But we didn't quite get there. I tried. What are your thoughts about ICE? You have a problem with ICE and what they're doing, or no?
We're close here. Close.
I'm 100% supporting them because my son was killed by illegal alien 3 years ago,
I'm sorry to hear that.
driving drunk under influence of drugs and alcohols and everything.
Eastern Europeans don't like communism.
He was given 10 years in prison. He served 3, and I believe today is what, 19th? Yesterday, he's supposed to be out of prison, and I hope ICE will pick him up and put him in the federal prison for the rest of his sentence.
And do you mind if I ask, where did that happen? It was like California? Was
It
that?
happens on in the Silvage. My son and his girlfriend were killed instantly in a car crash by illegal aliens, so I am 100% with ICE.
If you were walking through that protest today, what would your message to those protesters be?
I think basically, if you're illegal immigrant, you should be out of here. I'm an immigrant myself. I've been here for 30 plus years, and I got here illegally and worked my way up. And if you want to get here in the United States, it's the same way, and you'll be happy, and everybody will be happy with you. So otherwise, you are not welcome here.
The government knows who's in the country, your neighbors know who's in the country, you are allowed to be in the country, and hey, that's a good thing. If you come into the country illegally, gotta go, huh?
I agree.
All right, everyone, that is it for today. The protest has
Well done. James, good job. Check out James Klug. He does a great job doing things out there. Awesome job. Which was this one? That was that bottom one there. Here's like that beat in the background. Pretty good beat. You can deal with it. Bad self goes. There's the rest of the song here. Check it out.
Hero whispers in his ear, but he listens to the crowd. Each face a story, each moment a vow. He films the brave and the bold, the heroes and the wrong. In the end, he'll show us all what they say is wrong. Through the chaos, he built the night. Give a heart for a might. In the darkness, he finds light amidst this burning fight. Sirens echo, trauma shake, but he stands tall and strong. In the heart of the riot, his lens is his song. Through the chaos, he films the light. With a heart full of might, in the darkness he finds light. The burning fight, sirens echo, cameras shake, but he stands tall and strong. In the heart of the riots, his lens is his song. Through the chaos, he feels the light. With a heart full of light, in the darkness he finds light, and it's the burning light. Sirens echo, cameras shake, but he stands tall and strong.
Okay, that's almost the end of that song anyway. Okay, let's get the next song here. Next video. How are we doing, guys? Thanks for popping in. Thanks for watching. 3 on YouTube, 1 on Twitch. I appreciate it. Well, let me do a quick thing here. So I can see if there's anybody over on Rumble. I don't think there is. But we're going to double check here real quick here. Checky check. Live. Why am I not showing live over there? Live? There it is. Okay, I'm live. Okay, good. It was a little while ago. Back to live. There I am. There we go. I'm going to pin that up there for a sec. This button here. Pinned. Try to pin it. Pin. Okay, I'll see what's pinned. Let's get into this. Oh, she looks angry, whoever that was. Angry people. Angry liberals. Angry. Not good to be angry. Don't be angry, everybody. Okay, Rumble is working. Okay, let's go.
Little girl beating a little boy. You think these are images that a 10-year-old should see? I think it's honestly fine. You think it's fine too?
Yeah, this should be like destigmatized.
Destigmatized to see SA.
Just as a queer person, I am very proud of my identity, and I wanted to come to a place to be surrounded by people like me and to just like show it off.
Okay. And I'm assuming you're youth pride, that you're young. When did you know that you were a part of the LGBT community?
I think it was around like 2020, 2021, just because that was when I first started to get like on the internet. I was sort of introduced to that kind of idea. I mean, I knew.
Thanks for admitting this. Introduced to that idea because of social media. Thank you for admitting what all conservatives have been saying for the past 10 years.
That gay people existed before then, but that was when I really started exploring my own identity.
Did anything influence you, like maybe somebody else in the community?
Social media.
Or was it just a feeling?
Yeah, it was more just the feeling, I'd say. At a certain point, I felt like, yeah, this feels like me. This feels like home.
What do you think the biggest issue is right now in our country having to do with the LGBT community?
All the anti-gay laws, all that stuff. I mean, like, I'm doing what I can. I'm attending protests, but at a certain
Where's the anti-gay law?
point, I just feel like there are a lot of people in power that really, I don't know. I feel like almost like we're being used as like a scapegoat, sort of. There are people, there's misinformation going around. There's all these notions going around that are just really not true, and they're really harmful. And I hope that, I mean, like, it's sort of like what Oprah said, you sort of just have to wait for the bad people to die, because they're all the...
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think I remember Oprah saying something like that. It's like, you have to wait for the old people that have used common sense to pass away for the young people who look like the person over here to do things.
Old guys anyway. I feel like in like 40 years, I hope things have calmed down a lot.
A lot of like gotcha right-wing journalism, so it's not a super in good faith interview. She's got like a whole YouTube.
Have you heard her say any gotchas? You've probably been standing there for a little while to listen to the interaction there. If she does try to do a gotcha type thing or something like that, she sometimes does, but then got her then. But right now, it's a simple question about how the person thinks. Use your brain.
You follow me?
No, I don't.
Oh my gosh, you're like a supporter. You're like a subscriber.
No, I'm
You know
not.
about me.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Like, have a wonderful morning.
You guys came over to me. Thank you so much. You came over to me though.
Yeah, we love the LGBT community.
Yeah.
Always.
And are you guys familiar with the book banning the conservatives have been trying to ban for a while? What are your thoughts?
I don't want to say too much, but not a fan. You know,
It's a free speech channel.
You have an opinion out there. You're out here supporting Pride. You obviously have an opinion.
So you can say whatever you want.
I know. Not a fan. I'm not a fan of book banning. It's bad precedent.
I have one of the books here that conservatives have been trying to ban. Could you guys do me a favor and just read that aloud and let me know if that's something that you think is...
I don't want to read aloud. I'll give it a quick
of queer
right there.
advocacy and community space in Bushwick with clothes designed and handmade by local queer and trans designers that is major.
I think, generally speaking, as long as you approach the conversation in the right way, it's fine. You know, it's
The conversation is what you just read. Okay. So approaching the conversation by letting the kids read what she's got there is okay with you. Is that what you're saying? Or the fact that you were too afraid to read it out loud means that you're trying to find a way around saying it's okay, but it's not okay.
I don't think we want to be on YouTube. This is a book for 10-year-olds and up. We don't want to be on YouTube.
So I don't.
We don't want to be embarrassed by saying ridiculous opinions in public.
Really want to be on YouTube today. Just
all right. Oh, we can see.
At least he was trying to be the man, but the woman's out there saying, no, you're not the head of this household. Boy, this household that's still got a Metallica shirt on.
Who runs the relationship there? You see how uncomfortable? So if they get that uncomfortable to where they have to walk away, so he wouldn't read it aloud. Let me just read it for you. Some people think
I don't even want to hear her. She's going to bleep the words out. I don't want to hear the bleeping so much. Or the
Grand Concourse.
The what?
The girl that got taken to the Grand Concourse that was interviewing somebody and she got stupid and they backed
You know, everybody says I look like her.
Oh my God, well, my apologies. Because I'm live right now and I'm like, I'm going to ask her. So I see guys, I kept my word.
Hi, everyone.
That is not that girl. This one looks nicer.
Oh, thank you. The other one looked really mean.
The other one looked like, she just came out of the church.
Oh gosh, that's horrible.
even though this is the person that they're talking about.
Okay, guys, not out of the church. Yeah, bye guys. Yeah. Well, am I prettier than her?
Yes, you are.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
But I did tell them. I'm gonna ask her just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't her, but I was gonna.
You knew it wasn't me.
Yes.
Good. Yeah. A lot of people think I look like her with curly hair.
Yeah.
So
Well,
yeah.
maybe.
Thank goodness I'm not her. Yeah. So what brings you out to Youth Pride today?
Okay, so I also have my own Pride Festival. Mine is in July. New York City's longest running Bronx Pride Festival in Health Fair. So the people from Youth Pride volunteer at my festival. So I'm over here returning the favor.
So how do you identify?
You know you want to know my pronouns?
Of course.
Cash App Apollonia Cruz. That's my pronouns.
Wow.
Two P's, one L.
Do you guys hear that? And when did you start to know that you were different and that you were maybe a part of the LGBT community?
Before you was born.
Yeah.
A long time ago. I knew it since I was in first grade.
Okay. Was it like a feeling? Was it something significant in your life that happened, or you just knew?
I think what happened was that I used to throw away the Ken dolls and play with the Barbies.
Yeah.
That's a joke.
No. Right.
No, but I also play with the Barbies.
Yeah, that's how you knew.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. I played with Barbies too. They're the best.
Which was at that time was really popular.
Obviously, there's a lot of attacks on the LGBT community, especially by the conservatives with all the book banning they've been trying to do.
Because at a young age you played with Barbies as well as G.I. Joes.
For the past few years?
Yes.
What are your thoughts on that?
Listen, every time we have a freaking election, this always happens, always. But with the current administration, it's completely different. Even though he said during his first run that he was going to protect us like no president ever has, it's on YouTube.
We pretty much take it all.
What's going on, everybody? You guys doing good out there? Does it sound okay? You hear the background sound good enough? Like the background sound, or should I change it?
He's going against everything.
What's the main thing that he said?
He's just banning a lot of. He wants to take away our existence, especially my trans sisters. You know,
yeah.
I know many trans people from all over the country, and a lot of them from Florida, and a lot of them that voted for him, they're leaving Florida to come back to New York because they feel like targets, they're open targets.
I'm sure you heard about the recent Supreme Court ruling just a couple days ago, Medina versus Planned Parenthood. Now states have the ability to defund Planned Parenthood.
Yes.
So that's getting rid of things like abortion, possibly taking that away, transitioning of minors.
Yes. Well, see, when I fought for marriage equality, right, before it became law, and I remember that I met this family with a couple of little girls, like 7 years old, and when I was leading them across.
I guess I'm getting tired of this. Wait, shrink the screen. Play the rest of that song over there, just to have something to play here. Chill out.
In the heart of the riot, his lens is his song.
Next version.
In the heart of Portland's night, Where the lights flicker and dim, Mr. Bill walks into the fray with his camera as a shield. The streets are alive with tension, the air so thick with smoke. He captures the moment, the chaos, the fear, and the hope. Through the chaos, he films the night with a heart full of light. In the darkness, he finds light amidst the burning fight. Sirens echo, cameras shake, but he stands tall and strong. In the heart of the riot, his lens is his song. Crowds surge like waves, voices rise like thunder. He moves with the flow, capturing the truth under it. Flashlights cut through the gloom like stars in the sky. Every frame tells a story, every shot a cry. Through the chaos, he films the night, yet a heart full of light. In the darkness, he finds light amidst a burning fight. Sirens echo, cameras shake, but he stands tall and strong. In the heart of the riot, his lens is...
That's weird. You guys don't like that music. I said 3 people watching, and then it went down to 1 here. I started playing the song. Okay, stop playing the songs. We'll get back to the content here. Yeah, you can come back and chill out here. The content.
From City Hall across the Brooklyn Bridge to Carbon Plaza way, I was serving as host. They told me that they were trans girls. I'm like, what? And I never came across that, so I was asking the mothers, some questions, and they said no, we're not giving them anything, not yet. But once they are a little older, then they'll get the puberty blockers and stuff like that. But there's a lot of misinformation that the trans kids are getting mutilated, and that's not true.
When's an appropriate age for a child or anybody just to start transitioning, do you think?
Not true. It's not true. Even though multiple hospitals for youth transition have shut down recently, but really, that's not true.
I think, well, before a child transitions, you have to go to a whole bunch of doctors. The kid is not going to say, oh, I feel like a girl, and then automatically they're going to be given medication or what. No, that doesn't go that way. They have to go to a lot of therapists,
Nope. Not true from what I've seen.
Psychiatrist, whatever. There's a name for that. That doesn't sound so, So it's a long process before they're being placed on puberty blockers. And
well, if you call Planned Parenthood and tell them about your gender dysphoria, say you're 16 years old, they will give it to you.
Hello, good afternoon. Thank you for calling Planned Parenthood.
Hi, my name's Sophia. I'm just trying to schedule some gender-affirming care. I really just want to be able to get some testosterone to start my journey.
So we just have to start by booking your initial appointment so you can come in to see one of our providers. Are you over 18?
No, I'm 16.
You're good to be seen here then, 16 and older.
Okay, good. You're okay to do it for minors?
Yes, you can legally get hormones under 18. How old are you?
16. You said I could do it virtually?
Yeah, you can do it virtually.
So what would that look like? So I just talk to a doctor and then they'd be able to prescribe me?
Yeah.
I don't need any therapy or anything first? If you don't need any record of that?
Not that I know of.
I don't need any sort of records of having gone to therapy or anything like that, right?
Yeah, so unless you have TRICARE insurance, it would not be required.
I just decided last week, and so I kind of want to get in as soon as possible. Do you have any appointments?
TRICARE is government, right?
Available soon?
Yeah, it depends on the location too, but we usually do have availability for the next week of whenever you call.
Do you think that if I came in, went over everything with the doctor, and they could send the prescription that day?
Yes, I think they should be able to.
16 is a big difference from a 7 or 8-year-old.
In other words, liar.
It's being pushed out in the press.
Right. But I think playing devil's advocate here, the other side saying that, if a 16-year-old can't vote, can't drive a car, can't get a tattoo, how are they going to be able to know if they're the opposite gender?
But don't 16-year-olds in certain states to serve in the military or something, or be part of,
Military requirements for joining Military and Service Academy minimum entrance age requirements are 17 with parental consent or 18 without.
ROTC, preparation for that type of thing, but I don't think anybody's getting drafted at 16.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was curious. I was very curious about that. And about the abortion thing, remember the case of the lady that passed away and they kept her alive so they could have, save the baby. And unfortunately, they had to take the baby out because the body was getting, decomposing. You heard about that case, right?
I did, yes. And her family wanted the baby to be born. Baby Chance is his name. And unfortunately, her body was failing. And I think in that situation, the family was explaining that it was better to save at least one life than it was for them to just obviously both die. The baby's still inside of her because she was not going to survive. Unfortunately, it's a horrible situation. So
and who's going to take care of the bill about that? The family?
The bill?
Yeah, the bill of keeping the baby alive during that time.
I assume her insurance will pay a lot of it.
I was wondering about that. I was very curious about it.
They probably have a GoFundMe or something where people can donate. So yeah.
So do you have any updates on that? The baby doing well?
I believe the baby's doing well. He was born premature.
I'm guessing she actually donated to it.
Surely. Yes. So I assume he was probably in the NICU for a while, or probably still is. I think he was born at 26 weeks. So. very early.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, I support. I'm not anti-abortion. I support it. When I was little, I lost a little brother.
Sorry.
He wasn't. He was just in the beginning stages.
Right.
And you know, my mom almost didn't make it. And when I asked her, Mom, what was it? Like,
There's the guy from earlier over here.
later on, when she was talking about it, she said it was a boy. I'm like, oh, I could have a younger brother.
You do have a younger brother. He's just, unfortunately not with us, but he definitely was your little brother. So I actually have a couple of the pages out of these books that the conservatives are trying to ban.
Yes.
You know,
Look at the ladies. They're like watching to see what she's doing here. Trying to see, is she gonna give this person a tough question?
in Florida and across some other conservative states. So could you do me a favor and just read, just starting at the first line.
Oh my God, my reading glasses.
You can read for as little as you want.
Oh my God, let me see. Because all I see is blurry.
Okay, I'll just read it for you.
Okay,
and you
great.
can let me know what you think. So this is a book called It's Perfectly Normal, age 10 and up. After a bit, the female's vagina becomes moist and slippery. Her clitoris becomes hard and the male's penis becomes erect, stiff, and...
I don't want to hear it. I just want to hear the opinion.
Do you think the 10-year-old should be reading this?
I don't think so. I don't think so, but I remember when I was 9 years old, and I used to, and at gym class, I used to find one of my buddies attractive, but I wasn't thinking about sex. But I was like, oh, he's cute, he's a cute boy, you know. But I think that's too young. I think that's what the parents have to do that. Yeah. The Birds and the Bees. That's how we were raised. Yeah. The Birds and the Bees.
Yeah. So this is a book that was available in a high school, and it was written for ages 10 and up.
Well, in the high school, I have no issues with it.
Okay. So even like 14, 15, you think should be able to read it?
I think so. Okay. Because at that time, they get very curious. But for kids that are 6, 7, 8, I don't think so. 9, 10, no.
Yeah. And these are some of the graphics that are in the book as well. So.
Inappropriate, right?
Like here, a little girl is pictured playing with her vagina.
But who wrote the book? Was it a gay person that wrote this?
I'm not entirely sure, actually. They've also got like straight couples over here, lesbian, gay straight couple.
I've never honestly, I never heard about that. I never heard about a book like that.
Yep. Thank you. And here's another photo from the book.
So these books, they were featured in high schools.
Yes, high schools, and I believe this book was also at a middle school library.
Interesting.
Used in several different schools and libraries. It was also challenged and banned. Places, for example, is pulled from the Hudson Park Elementary Library, in Rainier, Oregon, not far from Portland, and challenged in Francis Howell Middle School libraries in St. Charles, Missouri, and the Walton County School District in Florida through e-titles. We're in Rainier, seriously?
I don't remember this when I was growing up.
Yeah, I don't either.
And I'm way older. Maybe I'm older than him.
So you guys are out here, Youth Pride today. Why is it so important for you guys to come out?
I think it's important because it's just
Let's skip ahead. That was a good conversation there. So people are probably confused here. Let's see what their reaction is after.
After reading that.
Oh, no, I'm just really uncomfortable reading out loud.
Okay. All right, no worries. Do you think that this is a book that 10-year-olds should be able to get a hold of?
I would definitely say that, yeah. Because depends on when you start to go through puberty, but if you start to go through puberty at a younger age like I did, you're just sort of stuck there why am I feeling this feeling? And then you don't have any and it's you don't want to talk to your parents about that. These are your parents, you don't want to have to do that.
What about the Birds and the Bees talk? Do you have that with your parents?
No, yeah.
No.
I did when I was 12 and I literally I did not want to be there. I want to be anywhere else.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So here there's some
Of course.
of the other images from that book. So there's a naked couple having sex here, talking about how the female's vagina becomes moist and slippery and her clitoris becomes hard and the male's penis becomes erect. And here are some of the other photos. I've blurred some of them out. A young little girl masturbating, a little boy masturbating. You think these are images that a 10-year-old should see?
I mean, they're I feel like it's not exactly really obvious. Still the photos themselves aren't
Well, in the book, these black circles aren't there.
No, I got that. I think it's honestly fine. I think it's fine.
What is wrong with people?
Yeah, this should be destigmatized. If you make it seem as if it's something to be shameful of, it makes people want to hide.
Please never become parents.
So.
Gotcha. And when did you know that you were a part of the LGBT community?
I was I want to say 10, and I had a crush on my girl best friend.
5th grade.
Yeah, it kind of developed from there.
And how was it for you growing up feeling that you were attracted to women?
It was kind of confusing trying to debate whether if I wanted to be with a boy or with a girl because I didn't know how my family would take it. But I think everything's good now. I found out that they support. I even found out I had some gay family members I didn't even know about. So yeah, it's easier now. Okay. I hit it.
You hit it?
Yeah.
For how long? My mom found out in the same year at graduation. Oh, wow. What was that story? That was real awkward. Real awkward. What do you have to say for the conservatives who want to ban like these LGBTQ plus books in high schools and middle schools?
I just feel like, what's the point? Like, I think everybody should be who they are for who they are, because be free, like YOLO. Like, we all die anyway, so why not live the best? Like, why not live to the fullest?
Would either one of you mind just
She already said she cared about her parents' opinion when she was young. So interesting.
start reading right there for me out loud?
My first time getting it in the butt was kind of weird. I was a freshman and it was winter break right before everyone.
I don't want to hear that. I just want to hear her opinion.
Too blunt. If you're mature. But I feel like that's more of a book for like adults. Yeah, it's way too detailed for people in high school, to be honest.
Any high school age child or anybody who goes into a high school library can go in and get a book like that and read it.
I mean, nah, I wouldn't do it. I feel like that's more
Crazy.
of a mature thing to read. Like, I feel like somebody who's more of an adult should read that more than of a high school kid. Because
It's like a decent parenting to teach them adult behavior.
too blunt of a book, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, another book, and I won't show you much more just to scare you guys, but this is a book. It's called It's Perfectly Normal, page 56. Children to learn about this, or people to learn about this.
I mean, I feel like we should learn it in high school, but not like that necessarily. I feel like it should be more eased into it, not so blunt.
Yeah, because you would agree this is like porn drawings, right?
Yeah, I feel like it's a little too explicit. I wouldn't want to read that.
Yeah, me neither. I'm sorry that you guys had to read it today, but this is just trying to show the reality of what our children are being exposed to. As far as when you think it's getting...
Seriously, tired of these commercials. Doing good in chat? Everybody doing good? Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
phones to stop their puberty from coming?
The maturity level, yeah. Yeah, it depends how mature you are.
Yeah, because I mean, 15, 16-year-olds can't vote, can't get a tattoo, all things that could, you can undo those things. A tattoo, it's painful to undo it, but it is, it's different from completely changing your gender. But there have been children as young as, 13, 14, 15 that have got double mastectomies. A woman named Chloe Cole, she got a double mastectomy, removing of the breasts when she was a teenager, and now she's a little bit older now, and she's since detransitioned, and she'll never get her breasts back. But at 16, she thought she was a boy. So, wow. The doctor said, would you rather have an alive son or a dead daughter? And that's a lot to hear as a parent, Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, so they went ahead and went with the surgery, and she got her breasts removed. And then when she got a little bit older, she realized, wait, I don't think I'm a man anymore.
That's a lot. Wow. But I feel like if you know, and I feel like if your parents are consenting to this, then it's kind of not all really her fault.
But Chloe felt like she did know at 16, and that's why, like I was saying, we don't let children do certain things when they're little, because, I used to say that I was Princess Aurora when I was little, but I definitely was not.
I thought I was Tinkerbell.
I love that, right? But no, I'm sure your parents kept calling you your name and said, you're not Tinkerbell, you can dress up as her, but you're not Tinkerbell, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, well, awesome. Well, thank you, ladies. I hope you have...
Good little thing there. Anyway, what's going on with you guys? You guys doing good? Everybody's doing good? Nice to hear it. Nice to hear it. Let's see what else we got here. Playlist. I think that's about all I got it up to today. Everything else, check and see what else is going on in the YouTube universe here. Abe's doing his thing over there. That's what's happening over there. See if anybody. Got a few people
More
watching.
oxygen content and
Doing his thing. Got a few people watching. Let's see what else we got here. I get rid of these older ones here if I can. Range Democrats go insane.
All I need to know is you're a Trump supporter, and that tells me everything, honey.
You know nothing about me.
That's all I need to know. You're evil. Now go.
How am I evil? No.
You're a pedophile. You weird
Who's
sick.
What's my name?
I don't need to know your name to know that you're part.
We're here in DeLand, Florida at
Crazy people. There are crazy people in the world.
the biggest anti-Trump protest I have ever seen. Take a look. Just joking with you guys. It's pretty pathetic. Let's see what we got. Sir, is everything okay? Was he getting handsy with you?
No, he was not getting handsy. They're trying to be peaceful.
Okay.
But I asked him about vice and virtue, and all he wants to do is talk about Trump, and he doesn't want to talk about the actual person he is, or the person that the Congress has become, which is greed and hate, jealousy, revenge, which is not American to me, not to me. So, but to them it is. They can't even define. The two guys in the black hat and they got MAGA hats on. You'll see them.
Okay.
But they want the Epstein files released.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm done.
What's your sign say? When injustice becomes law, resistance becomes duty. Okay, so where do you see injustice in the law?
Where don't I see it now? With Trump and the unhinged Supreme Court, with the 34 felonies being thrown away, with things in New York being thrown away, with people getting released from jail through his ridiculous, pardons. I mean, there's too much.
Speaking of people getting released, did you hear about the illegal immigrant who captured and was keeping hostage a Chinese sex slave? And under the Biden administration, his deportation orders were canceled in 2020.
Who was? No, I'd have to know specifics.
Okay.
This is a gotcha moment for you in your career? No, I don't know.
You're an idiot. She gets gotcha moments all the time. She asked you a simple question, and you're acting like a toxic guy that thinks he's still at Woodstock or something like that. Getting a little bit too close, also.
I've been doing this for like 10 years, so that's not.
No, but I appreciate your gotcha question.
No, it wasn't a gotcha question. It was just you're talking about people being released from jail.
You can find many specific things that are wrong with immigrants, but you'll find a lot more. You'll find a lot more wrong with the administration and Congress.
What's worse? What are some things wrong with illegal immigrants?
Well, just the same things that are wrong with Americans. They have crime. They have spousal problems where they have problems with their spouses. They have, the same things that we have.
Yeah, like coming over and like kidnapping.
Hey, Force, how you doing? Nice to see you. Hopefully you're doing good. Nice to see you. Trump. We shall see. I think he'll keep playing on that idea for a while.
Chinese sex slaves and stuff.
Yeah, you got your question again. She's good. That's funny. Yeah. You're cute. What do you work for? What do you work for? Liberty what?
Don't touch my stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll just see Liberty
this
Hangout?
is Liberty Hangout. It's my YouTube channel. We have almost a million.
Is that a Mother Mary on there?
Yes, our Blessed Mother. Okay. Do you love our Blessed Mother?
I have two parents that are ministers, and I think most people are fake Christians, and they have no idea what Christianity is. Helping a kid on the ground, picking him up, giving him water. No, they don't care. Trump doesn't do that. He'll walk right by. And you know what? His supporters will too. That's what vice and virtue. It always comes back to vice and virtue. Always come back. And you know what? Do you know what the virtues are? Do you know what 7 virtues are?
You just can't stop talking without listening. This kind of person is just kind of unable to understand the other side. They just kind of are in their own world, and anything that is against that worldview is evil or something like that. That's what this kind of person is, in my opinion.
You know what are they? No, you tell me. Yeah.
I asked you.
And here, and I said, here,
you're spitting on me.
It's on our website.
Okay.
Get over here. This is ridiculous.
You're upset?
Adam Francisco around there, they're buddies. They know each other. They're probably pretending like they don't know each other right now, just to keep things de-escalated.
You're spitting all over me. You chill out. Just chill, dude.
I like the fact that you tried the gotcha questions with the immigrant and the Chinese person. That's great.
She was a sex slave that was being held hostage, and he was supposed to be. Hold on, chill out 1 second.
One of that being sex slaves?
Oh, I guess we'll find out when they release the files, right? So what I'm talking about, I'm a Catholic, and that you went to her shirt, and you're like, is that our Mother Mary? Do you love our Blessed Mother?
I love people and I love nature. I don't follow a fake God that you do. I don't do that. No, I don't.
What fake God do I follow?
Well, you said you're a Catholic.
Yeah.
They believe in that, hokey pokey smoke and everything's going to do stuff and all that. I personally don't believe in that. I believe
Can you elaborate more on that?
It's wonderful. I have a butterfly garden in my house. I have one of the things that I take care of. Do you take care of things in your life?
Yeah.
What do you take care of virtue-wise?
So how?
Her 2 kids, for one.
What do you take care of things?
My goodness. Chill out for a second, dude.
Don't answer
Okay, you accuse me of following a false God. Can you explain more about that?
You are. Well, I mean, show me the proof.
You made a claim. You've got to back it up.
Well, I am. Show me the proof. That proof backs things up. I know you're Trump supporter, so you know about facts.
The burden of proof is on you.
No,
You accuse me.
No, you need to show me, God.
The people on here don't even know the first thing.
I'll slow it down for you. I'm at 1.5, so I'll give him a little break that maybe he's talking too fast. He has the speed.
They don't even know the first thing about debating or proving their points.
She answered nothing.
You keep spitting on me, though. I'm just gonna
keep going.
It's like no.
Keep going with this. It's wonderful, and I appreciate you, fake Christians, because they'll come around eventually.
Catholicism is the first. That is Christianity, right? Catholicism is Christianity, and you were raised by 2 ministers.
I've already told you.
You were not raised by 2 ministers because women cannot be ministers, and she's not a real minister.
So now you're.
It's funny that the person who tells me that
someone can't be a minister.
I didn't even catch on to that. Yeah, I mean, some churches allow women to be ministers, but biblically, I don't believe it's a biblical thing.
Minister.
Yeah, no, they can't. They can't be a pastor and they can't be priests. Women have no role in the church like that. So anyway, hi guys.
They can do Bible studies and things like that, It needs. How can I say? It needs a haircut. It needs to stop pretending like he's the 1970s Woodstock or whatever.
The Trump supporter, okay?
Don't talk to her. She's ridiculous.
I love your hat. So I miss Obama. Do you think he's going to be arrested? Oh no. Did you hear about all of that happened with Tulsi Gabbard coming out and Kristi Noem? What did you take away from that? Them accusing Obama of spearheading the Russia stuff.
Just diverting, causing chaos, thinking about something besides Epstein.
Okay.
And other things. His beautiful bill, all of that.
Would you be concerned if the documents they released did implicate Obama as creator?
Why would Trump want to divert attention from just passing a big, beautiful bill? You'd think he'd want to sort of key in on that and focus on that for a few weeks. But no, guess what? He can chew gum and throw rocks at the same time.
Eating this fake story to undermine Trump?
I don't believe that's going to happen at all.
Okay. What would you think if that was true? Like if that came out that this is factual? He said yes.
And of course, I think I might have saw you in Adam's chat. Yeah, he's right there over to the left of her right now, probably with a sign in his camera.
I did do it. Would you be upset with him, or would you say, well, it was worth it?
I just don't believe it's ever going to happen, so I don't even think of that.
Look at this guy's hat over here. Is that 8-6 and then presidential number 4-5, right? I mean, what the heck?
Okay.
I don't have an opinion of that because it's not going to happen.
Okay. Did you believe the Russia
With
stuff?
the long hair.
Of course.
Okay. So you believe that, but you don't believe anything that says that that was a fabrication?
No, I do not.
Okay. So why did you trust the Obama administration coming up with the Russia stuff, but you don't trust the Trump administration saying, we have proof that that may have been fake?
Every time he opens his mouth.
Assume it's a lie rather than try to prove it's a lie. You believe what the news tells you that he lied rather than try to do some critical thinking of your own.
He lies.
Okay.
And there's proof that he lied. It's just.
Was there any proof for the Russia Gate scandal?
They impeached him over that.
Right. So what's the proof?
They impeached him because they impeached him. They must have had proof because they impeached him. You know how easy it is to try to get somebody impeached and the level of evidence you need to do it? You have the majority.
What's the proof that it was real?
Supporting. I feel like I'm being Trumped here.
Well, that's a compliment.
Yeah, you are being trumped. Thanks you for admitting it.
And thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
With you.
Well, it's just interesting. Your hat says you miss Obama. You might be able to visit him in jail here soon.
Goodbye.
Don't touch me though. Don't touch me. You're gonna have a bad day if you keep touching me. You guys all care about women, right? You care about women, right? And you're out here touching women. No kings in
Without consent.
America.
Move on. There should not be.
Do kings usually get elected?
We should use the Constitution and due process, and now Congress is laid down with the national Christian national.
We can't stand in the crosswalk.
It's red.
Just for the record, this guy was touching me.
So it's red anyway. He can't even cross
Yeah, you're threatening me and touching somebody. That's not a good thing, buddy.
the road, but stop supporting a pedophile.
At the age I think they like.
So
I'm just asking you to get out of the crosswalk.
there's plenty of room. Do you work?
As you're blocking him from getting off of the crosswalk. You idiots.
Listen, they must work for Julie Townsend because they're saying that we are impeding traffic, but there's plenty of room to go around. So, do kings usually get elected and have terms that?
Yeah, you can see it right there. You're not in the crosswalk. The road's over here. Sidewalk's over here. Camera's right here. Meaning it's not on the crosswalk.
That they freely exit.
I'm not talking to you.
I've never seen a king get elected and then say, "Okay, I'll leave when my term is over." Usually, kings don't.
Oh my goodness, these people are wild. Very wild, very wild. Anywho, guys, I'm gonna call it a day here, or night, or something like that. Anyway, should I I'll come back to this another time.
Which is why we don't want kings.
Okay.
No kings, no kings, no kings protest. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I might come on a little bit. There's some other people that are in a different stream or whatever. I might pop in and see what's going on there. I don't know if I'll go live from there or not. Thanks again, guys and girls. Actually, I'll raid you over to the other person here real quick if you want to. He's a good guy. His name is Abe Dinkus. Let's see if I can do this thing here. You'll probably leave by the time I get it set up over here with the YouTube studio. Easier to send people through Twitch to different raids and things like that, but I'll go through the process here just to get some more practice here. That button. Is there a shortcut I can do there? I don't think there is. I can do that. You gotta click on this, and then you gotta click on this, and click on this, and go down to here. That, this, and click on this. Save. Back to here. And then you already took off by the time I was going to go over there. Yeah, you did. Oh, well. Hopefully you guys are all doing it. I'm going to watch a little bit more of this here then first.
No 28. No one of that. That's what it counts for.
Yeah, he said that was a joke, and he's not doing that.
Walking around with his hat that bought it from the Trump store.
Yeah, well, that's a troll. That's funny and like joke. Explain it to us. What's going on for the?
She's taking away though, did he? He never did.
What?
He
Told you a lie about me, and you believed it. You believed something about a woman that you don't know anything about because a man told you it. Oh, you follow men, don't you? You follow what men tell you. You're not a very good feminist. You don't fact check. I thought Democrats. Ew! Don't touch me. Gross. Take your pot belly and step back.
Listen, you're in her face.
Please don't touch me.
If you want to talk to
your
people, be
body
respectful
is
of
like.
their space.
Then why'd you come up in my space?
Because you're in hers.
Who is she to you?
A friend.
A person who has respect.
So don't come up into my space. I'm going to take this out of your hands if you don't stop.
Out of me if you don't
I
get
will.
away.
I will.
Get away.
So step away from me and keep your
You
stuff out of
step
my
away.
face.
Don't
You
come into
guys
her
are so
face.
violent. You're so old. You know better than
in
this.
her
You
face.
know better than this,
This
guys.
much space is
You
not
know
respecting
better.
somebody's
You know
space.
better than this. So take a chill pill, your Xanax, whatever you take at your age. Did you take
Listen.
your blood pressure medicine? Because it's rising and you need to
Nobody's
chill
gonna
out,
respect
okay?
you if you're gonna come this close to their freaking face.
Isn't that what you did to me?
Because you're in her face.
So you have justification for
I'm
doing that to
standing
me.
up for her.
She doesn't need you to
because it
speak
is
for her.
unjustified for you to come into her face.
Well, you're very brave to
She
stand up
didn't
for the
even ask
elderly.
for you
Thank
to
you.
come
Thank
in
you
her
for
face.
doing that. Why? Why? What's my name? One example.
Takes food out of starving children in Africa because he doesn't want to spend the money.
Like, you just regurgitate the MSNBC. It's like almost word for word. Like, usually people have their own opinions and they can sort of express the way they want to, but they just regurgitate what they hear.
Let's be very proud.
Brave? Fuck around and find out. You're the one that's brave.
The people earlier said, "Oh, I smell alcohol. You must be drunk." I think it's that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who is a Nazi?
I guess anybody who wants to incarcerate people and commit genocide.
Okay. Are just in general Trump supporters Nazis?
Yeah, who put people in cages back in the day? Who was that? Oh, yeah, that's right. Obama. We don't want to remember that. No, we don't want to use our facts about those things. No, that would be good. Ridiculous. Let's zoom through this here, see if there's any other craziness going on. Oh, here's Adam here.
I was with you. All right. Have a good one.
Hey, I do want to apologize.
I want to apologize. Listen, I don't want to get.
We had a hostile conversation.
All I want you to do for me, just as a person, not as a voter, is to look up Vice and Virtue and think about it for your kids and your family, and don't kick my ass.
And look up the
I have it home. I have it home, brother. I have it home, brother.
Okay.
Love you.
Okay, God bless you.
Be well.
Okay,
Be
take
well.
care.
Yep. Take care.
Subscribe.
Thank you.
The best person on YouTube.
No, thank you very much. Okay, I just want to point out, he's like got his panties in a bunch right now about me. He's like, she's instigating, she blah, blah, blah. She doesn't care. There he goes.
Do it again. What is wrong with these people? What is wrong with these people?
Because I'm proud of my country right now. If you guys would like to be part of the Liberty.
Liberty Hangout. Anyway, guys, that was cool. Let me delete that one there just to get cleaning out my things here. Deranged Democrats. Yep, that's what they are lately. Alrighty then. What are we up to now? 16 videos. I get a few more knocked out tomorrow. I appreciate you guys watching and hanging out. Let me go full screen on that one. Let's go full screen with this one. Thank you so much. You guys have a great night. God bless.